Hello YouTube and welcome back to Richmond as it's time for race number 26 of the NRSL Hooters Series as we'll set the field of 12 for the chase for the title. And on the pole today is the regular season champion Jessica Shelton. She'll start alongside Alex May, the defending champion, in row 1. Stephen Paul III and Alexander Rowe in row 2. Two drivers still trying to fight their way into the chase. Same for Alex May actually, but yeah. PJ Williams, Jonathan Zorline in row 3 as Zorline's hopes in this one are pretty bleak, but he could still get there if he wins today. Zachary Fitzwater and Max Anderson will make up row number 4, with Kyle Matthews and Jerry Shelley row 5. As here's the rest of the starting grid, and I hand it over to Steven.
Well, yesterday in the truck series, and hopefully I'm not echoing, we saw Tom Shelley's chase hopes go out and smoke. A lot of clinch scenarios from 23rd to 3rd, so we can see a lot of guys top 10 fall out. So it's definitely going to be a very interesting race. There's a lot more guys with one win, so we're going to be focusing on them. Sheila Shear kind of holds everybody's fate because if she falls out, that will allow another guy to come in, and if someone below the 30th wins, they can also have a good factor in there. It's going to be a very interesting race to see as our final row is Mary Shelley and RJ Reynolds.
And only 2 drivers come into this one knowing that they have a spot in the chase for the Hooters Series title, and they are the 2 RCR drivers, Jessica Shelton and Time Pollard. The points lead coming into this one is an even 500 points. Good thing we're actually going through with the chase.
It's amazing how you planned on exactly 500 points.
Yeah, as here comes the command.
Drivers, start your engines.
Rest of the top 10, Hunter Braxton comes in 3rd. He has to finish 29th or better to clinch his spot in the chase for the title. Mary Shelley is 23rd or better for her clinch scenario. She is 4th in points. Sam Young is 5th with a 19th or better. And then this is where it gets really tricky because all of these drivers now have to finish in the top 10 or better to clinch their spot regardless of what happens. Zachary Fitzwater is 6th in points, Kev Shear 7th, Bafode Sacco 8th, and Zach Flickinger 9th. Stephen Paul III comes into this one 10th. He only has a 7-point buffer over 11th place Sky Commons, so he cannot clinch no matter what, because it can be as simple as 15 points just to go from 1st to 2nd depending on the scenario. So either way, pace car is off and field under control, the number 2 BB&T Chevrolet, and we are green from Richmond.
Now we've seen the pole starter yesterday in the truck series race was not able to win, so we'll see what happens today.
Although it's looking way better because they're 4 wide now off the.
And
there we go.
And Stephen Paul III chase hopes are done, and that's just how my life goes.
And I think that somehow ended. Oh, Zach Flickinger's in it.
Oh, that's gonna end his chase hopes too. He's destroyed. I don't know how much damage.
Paul Swanson.
Oh God, Paul Swanson's dead.
And so much for him. That's gonna be his first DNF of the season.
He's
Time
gonna be
Pollard was in it. Sky Com and Stephen Paul, the 3rd guy, in another part of it. RJ Reynolds. There's Alexander Rowe. Isaac Flickinger as well.
Paul Swanson is dead. He done dead.
That was an interesting wreck, as RJ Reynolds already retired, Paul Swanson already out, Time Pollard already out. Johnny Gardner was in it. He's already taken his car behind the wall.
And that is huge. 9th and 10th in the points. Crashed out at lap 1. Who could have planned it?
Certainly not me. With that, let's take a look back at what happened coming off turn number 2. We saw it, but let's take a look at the replay now. And we're back. Here's what happened. PJ Williams makes a move on Stephen Paul III. No big deal there. It's Alexander Rowe, though, who's going to make contact with the 4 of Alex May. Comes down into Stephen Paul III and PJ Williams. And it's on from there.
Alexander Rowe really is reading the Victory in Jesus chat.
Oh, Kyle Matthews gets nowhere to go.
Pollard killed the wall. He pulled a Michael Waltrip right there.
And then, how is this going to work out when he comes up? Is it just people manage to avoid it, or what?
Paul Swanson. Oh God, something happened further back.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to take a look at that.
The 12 got turned.
Or yeah, not Isaac. Zach Flickinger got turned. Yeah.
Who is it again, Charles? Okay.
Well, you know what? Both Flickingers were in this one anyway, so it doesn't really matter. The 41.
Oh God, what a save!
And there was some of that echo. You know what? Better yet, let's just find the 12 and figure out what happened. As I need to actually plug my computer in. So give us a moment here. Totally professional.
We're trained professionals, don't worry.
We know what we're doing 10% of the time.
Agreed.
So what happens to the 12?
A while back.
Kyle.
Yeah, and then wow,
William
Brock.
Brock does a great job to miss it.
Good thing we gave him the Chevy on board.
Yeah, we hadn't even gotten to cover who were our onboards, so that's the interesting part of this.
Let's see what happened up the 03. The 03 just absolutely demolished the fence.
Well, I can tell you what happened there. It's the typical thing of what happens at this track, and it's going to actually start with the 88 at Chris Louvier.
I'm going to confirm Paul Swanson will not be in St. Joltis next week.
So Louvier is going to be the first one to do this.
Oh my God, the Paul Swanson just
Time Pollard, RJ Rounds were all headed to the same fate. Stephen Paul III just decides to run right into the back of the 20 car, and then Isaac Flickinger runs into the back of Alexander Rowe.
Isaac still thinks we're at Venzel Arena.
Time Pollard ended up on his roof out of all that. So yeah, let's take a look at the onboards now, and then get you back to the restart. Onboard Zachary Fitzwater to start the replays.
Well, damage to the 59.
Yep. Onboard Dylan Young. Oh, jeez.
I know.
Onboard our Chevy onboard, the Fode Sacco.
It's actually the Sharpie on board, but
No, this one is. Oh yeah, this one's.
nice driving by Bosako.
Onboard Zach Flickinger now. Something happened to Sky Commons in the start.
Like he lost a cylinder or something, then BAM!
And look up ahead.
Not what you want to see on your windshield. And does he hit the pit wall?
No,
Server
he's
says
gonna
no.
run into. No, he actually gets through it all.
And his
I know we were going through the onboards, but I just want to kind of see what happened to the 25. Yeah, wow, that was. It just stopped almost.
he knew better than all of us. And look at Stephen Paul at third.
I think he's actually gonna. So I think Steven ends up missing the wall that we thought he hit.
He hit just barely. He missed it.
Yeah.
Wow, still a huge hit. Oh my God, BAM!
So he misses the part where the wall comes, or kind of the opening there for the safety workers. That's the good part.
Well, you could say he really nailed the wall.
And there's one last onboard for us to take before we go back to the restart. Last but not least, onboard William Brock.
What helps him is Sky Commons slowed him down. And then he's going to need a new pair of pants. I'm ready.
And we are back. Zach Flickinger, Stephen Paul III, Chris Louvier, Johnny Gardner, Isaac Flickinger, Paul Swanson, Time Pollard, and RJ Reynolds are the retirees after that one. Not a good time for Paul Swanson's first DNF of the season. Field rundown, at least for the top 10, is Jessica Shelton, Alex May, Zachary Fitzwater, PJ Williams, Dylan Young, Max Anderson, Mohamed Zainodula, Chris Washer, Fode Sacco, and Jerry Shelley. And worth noting, second and third with damage on this restart.
And also worth noting, Jerry Shelley is the only one from below top 10, the highest runner. So I lost.
And we're back to racing here as Sky Commons gets a good restart, and Alex May going to try and take advantage of it and go for the race lead.
What damage does Alex May? Oh my God!
Oh boy, Zachary Fitzwater in the ram goes to 10.
108.
And James Qualls with damage.
And that's going to end Qualls' hopes for the chase, as we're under caution yet again.
Yep, this time for the 10.
But it looks like we only have one car incident, so it looks like we'll have a short replay.
Well, I think the 26 got a piece of that one too.
If we don't die right here, guys. And did the 25 get his lap back?
Yes. Sky
Oh,
Commons is back on the lead lap.
Henry Williams retires. That's going to end his chase hopes. He had an onboard too.
And Max Anderson on pit lane. So, yep, let's take a look back at what happened now to bring out the caution for the second time tonight. And we're back. Here's what happened coming off turn number 2. Mohammed Zainabdullah going to clip the back of the 10 and turns him around.
And Henry Williams is going to hit him. Oh, wow, what a miss. Oh, James
Qualls just barely taps him. Oh, Williams going to have nowhere to go.
And wow, Sam Young's going to have a great onboard of this.
Yeah, I think he actually got a piece of it too, but tough break for Henry Williams and the Lowe's Chevy crew is that, yeah, that's basically going to be it for his chase hopes because he's going to be too far behind anyone else.
And we'll have 2 onboards in that wreck.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and take a look back at those and get you back to the restart. Onboard Henry Williams.
Oh, looks like we're going back to Home Depot after that hit.
Onboard Sam Young.
Oh yeah, big time hood damage.
It dented it pretty good. With that, let's get you back to the restart. And we are back. The retirees from the race after that last incident, the cars are James Qualls, Max Anderson, and Henry Williams. So we're left with just 31 cars running, 30 of them on the lead lap. Race leader is Alex May, trying desperately to make the chase. He needs to make the top 30 and preferably get a second win. Right now he's getting the second win if he holds on to it. Jessica Shelton is second, PJ Williams is third, Dylan Young fourth, Zachary Fitzwater in fifth, Bafod Sacco, Mohammed Zainadullah, Jerry Shelley, Amanda Shelley, Chris Washer are the top 10. Smed Ozkan, Enzo Nareza, Ace Rogers, Preston Plord, Jack James, Kev Shear, William Brock, Tim Randolph, Hunter Braxton, and William Flickinger are the top 20.
Now, something as we go back to green, Flickinger and Pollard both had a win and they're out, so it's been interesting to see who gets the last wild card.
Especially if Alex May somehow gets the second win.
Yeah, especially they could miss the chase.
Meanwhile, looks like Shelton might be able to help out with that one as Alexander Rowe right now is in the way.
As we're actually going to almost make a lap. Oh my god.
You might have just jinxed it though.
Yeah, I did. No, I didn't. Holy crap.
Oh, we made a lap. Okay. And battle for the lead.
Jess going for her 4th win on the season.
Which would tie her for the all-time series mark with Elijah Workman, who had 4 back in season 1. It has not been matched since.
Well, PJ Williams needs a second win too, and he needs a lot of help.
Zainabdullah on the 11 with a save.
Yeah, that's a great save. He's another guy who needs a second win.
I believe that was off the bumper of the 36 of Amanda Shelley.
Yeah, somebody's going off somebody's bumper pretty soon.
Probably sooner than we think, as well, as they cannot hold through turn 3. Meanwhile, Alex May is holding on strong with that damaged rear bumper.
Hey, it's a short track. Rear damage doesn't mean nothing.
I know it normally doesn't in real life, but usually it still means at least something on NR, and I'm pleasantly surprised that Alex May is able to hang on to this right now.
It's time. She's trying to make the chase, or he's trying to make the chase. We got to figure that out, but they're trying desperately to do it.
They're trying to wreck back here is what they're trying to do.
Jerry Shelley's got to take it easily. He's the highest guy who's actually still in the race or running decently enough close to the top 10.
He's 12th in points coming in. He was 54 points behind Steven coming in.
And Sky Commons is, oh god. How the hell did they make it?
I really don't know on that one. Tim Randolph, the big winner on that one, he's going to gain 3 spots out of that whole ordeal.
And Mary Shelley, who started on the last row, is coming up here, is trying to turn Tim Randolph there.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Kev Shear also up here in the top 10.
Oriole Pollard's coming through the field trying to pull a Jeremy Mayfield here.
remember Kev was actually one of the people who had to finish top 10 or in the top 10 to be able to actually make it. Although he still needs a few more spots, he had to finish 6th or better to clinch his spot.
Oh God.
Nearly. Oh my God, there's 3 wide back there too. I'm like, oh jeez.
This is insane.
And
And
3
oh God.
wide here, Hunter Braxton, Enzo Nareza, Chris Washer. Meanwhile, Jessica Shelton has gone back to the race lead.
Oh, this is gonna be a wreck. There's no way they'll make it.
It's Braxton and Washer.
Saved it. Oh God, they almost saved it, and oh God,
Oh, and that's Sheila Shear in the 17.
that's huge.
Oriel Pollard, I think, got into it. Jack James is in the 18.
Who's in the pit wall? Nobody. Oh, Chris. Oh no. Okay.
Oh my God, Kyle Matthews came close.
Who's gonna lead back to the stripe? That's the real question.
That was Shelton. They've taken the caution already.
That's what.
Now
Well,
they're having to
Brock
wait
trouble.
PJ Williams was scored in 2nd.
You know what? Everybody having problems. Stephen Paul III and Flickager are feeling pretty safe right now.
Well, I don't think Stephen Paul III is feeling safe at all with 7 points. To be
At least
fair, actually, with the cars out of the race, the 25 has already made up the 7 points guaranteed. So, Stephen Paul III is going to have to rely on the wild card.
Yeah.
So, with that, though, let's take a look back at what happened to bring out the yellow for the 3rd time tonight. And we're back. Here's what happened coming off turn number 2. Washer goes up into the wall with Braxton and then comes back off and hits the 15 of Oscon, and then they're just spinning from there.
Oriel Pollard almost misses and then gets rear-ended.
Sheila Shear has nowhere to go but into the 15. Charles Sanford gets into it, and I think that's going to be where the 18,
Yep, doors him right there. Oh my Lord.
Baranowskis.
Can we please give an onboard to Baranowskis?
Unfortunately, no. Baranowskis is not one of our chase contenders coming in.
Wow,
Becky
that's amazing.
Lynch got damaged back there. Who did she hit?
Seth Rollins.
No, Chris Washer.
Oh. If anybody, whoever's a wrestling fan, will appreciate that comment.
So with that, let's take a few of the onboards that we have of this one, and then we'll get you back to the restart. Onboard Sam Young.
Oh, he gets more damage.
And finally, onboard William Brock.
Oh, Jesus.
And we are back. There will be 15 laps to go when we go back racing. Jessica Shelton is the race leader over PJ Williams. Bafode Sacco is 3rd. Alex May 4th. Zachary Fitzwater in 5th. There you see the lap cars coming up. Amanda Shelley, Ace Rogers, Dylan Young, Kev Shear, Jerry Shelley, the top 10, with Mary Shelley, Tim Randolph, Enzo Nareza, Muhammad Zainadullah, Hunter Braxton, Sky Commons, William Flickinger, Preston Plord, Charles Sanford, Alger Baranowskis is in the top 20 in the 20. Jonathan Zorline, Oriel Pollard, Kyle Matthews, Jack James, Chris Washer, and Sam Young, the lead lap cars in this one. As we're down to just 26 lead lap cars and 29 cars running with Becky Lynch and Samet Ozkan going behind the wall.
Gonna be interesting for sure.
And we are back to racing. A great restart there for the 2.
As Alex May stuck behind all the lap traffic.
I think that was somewhat intentional though too, because he's going to lose some ground originally, but then try and gain it all coming off the corner. Not going to quite work for him though.
Yeah, it's just gonna pull to a big lead now.
Oh, Sacco's being brave.
Yeah, it almost cost him too.
Oh, Dylan Young bounced off someone back here.
Ping-ponging.
This is not how you Richmond, guys.
Oh, that's definitely not how you Richmond.
Sheila Shear and Dylan Young's around.
Oh, that's the whole field.
Oh, Braxton's in it.
Oh my God, oh God, Chris Washer.
Although actually,
wow.
I should say Braxton has already clinched a spot in the chase now. Actually, now that I think about it.
Oh my Lord.
And
oh
more
God.
pit wall. Chris Washer, Kyle Matthews, and I believe that was the 01 there.
108 for Cup.
I believe I already had that marked down for being 108. Thankfully. Um, so with that, let's take a look back at what happened again. And we're back. I don't know who on earth thought this was going to be a bright idea. As Fitzwater put Sheila Shear up in the fence,
Uh,
Enzo
yeah,
Nareza gets hooked by Kev Shear, I believe, and Dylan Young's going to end up being hit sideways into the '06 of Tim Randolph.
yeah. That was the horrible idea. I think pissing in the wind was a better idea than trying to make that corner.
And then this is just the melee that's ensuing. Braxton's in it, Kyle Matthews, Amanda Shelley, Oriole Pollard, Jack James, Charles Sanford, Alexander Rose in it. Mary
Uh,
Shelley, I think, gets stopped behind it.
um,
And then, of course, back here, we had the second part of the incident, which had the 66 of Enzo Nareza going around.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
he
think
gets
and
clipped by Kev.
yeah, and that was just yeah.
Sky Commons barely misses that.
Let me remind you, Sky Coleman's was a lap
Oh,
down at one point.
Zorline!
Yeah, Zorling got killed, but remember the 25 was one lap down at one point.
Yeah. And
And then
then Sam
nice
Young's
arc
going to
break.
run right into the 36. Chris Washer runs into the 18.
Nice Archer breaks.
And, oh, Braxton hit the pit wall.
How many cars are left?
Then Kyle Matthews does his job. Chris Washer decides that's a good party and I'm going to join.
Yeah, that seems like a party that you stay up till 5 a.m. and then you leave at 6.
My God, look at the 42's car.
Wait, how many cars are left?
I
That's what
don't
I'm
know
wondering.
yet. We'll figure that out when we get there. Let's kick some onboards. Onboard Dylan Young.
This is never gonna work. Get your hands off the steering wheel.
And we are back. Drivers out of the race after that last incident are the following: Sam Young, Oriole Pollard, Hunter Braxton, Chris Washer, Kyle Matthews, Jonathan Zorline, Jack James, and Enzo Nareza, apparently because they could not refuel the car. Jessica Shelton is the race leader, PJ Williams second, Alex May third, Buffo Sacco, Ace Rogers, Jerry Shelley, William Brock is a lap down, Sky Commons is in seventh, Dylan Young eighth, Kev Shear ninth, and Preston Plord is the top 10. Yeah, so Brock's a lap down in 19th. There are
So
18 cars on the lead lap.
so is it 15 bonus points for a win? So Jess is trying to build her points lead even more.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. She's trying to go into the first race of the chase with a 30-point lead.
Well, BJ Williams said screw that.
For the now, he did. As Alex Mays saying, I want to be in the chase.
Jerry Shelley, oh god, don't wreck it, guys, don't wreck it.
The Fodak, oh, and they wrecked.
Green, white, checkered. Oh god. Actually, we're gonna have a.
Oh,
gonna have
Sheila
a-
Shear is out.
It's not gonna matter. There's so many cars out of the race.
I don't think it's going to matter either. It's just, you never know.
I mean, PJ Williams, he needs a lot of help, and all these wrecks are helping him out. Oh god, William
Well-
Flickinger not happy.
As Kev Shear's got damage.
One lap shootout. It looks like we're gonna have.
I think so. Let's take a look back at what happened real quick, though, before all that, and see what happened to bring us under the yellow and what happened to Kev. And we're back taking a look at what happened coming off turn number 4. Baranowskis gets help from Preston Plord, Dylan Young, and William Brock get turned around in all this, as well as William Flickinger.
As we officially say, Flickinger's eliminated from the chase.
And apparently Sheila Shear ran into one of these guys back here.
Wow, it's just a survival race at this point. Oh god.
Oh, right into Dylan.
Brock is like in his 15th wreck of the race.
And then on the back straightaway, it looks like it's going to be PJ Williams. Maybe yeah, he's going to get shoved up by Alex May. Around he goes.
And that's gonna take out his teammate.
Oh,
Oh,
Ace,
God.
Kev runs into Ace Rogers, and that's what's going to put Kev Shear out of the race.
And Kev hit the attenuator too.
And Kev is not entirely safe of making this top 10 in points either. So
Eighth, seventh, ninth, and 10th all crashed out, and Basako's still running. How can you script this any better?
I don't know. And now we also have the 1-2 time winner in 22nd in points is also out of the race. So let's get back to the restart and see what we got. One lap shootout.
Oh,
Kev
Lord.
Shear and Sheila Shear are out of the race. Bafode Sacco is your race leader. Jerry Shelley is in second. Alex May third. Sky Commons, who was a lap down at one point, is now in fourth. Jessica Shelton is fifth. Mohamed Zainodula, Alger Baranowskis, PJ Williams, Preston Plord, and Zachary Fitzwater, of all people, is in the top 10.
With no
Tim
hood.
Randolph, William Flickinger, Mary Shelley, Alexander Rose a lap down, Amanda Shelley, Charles Sanford, William Brock is a lap down, Dylan Young, and then Ace Rogers is also a lap down. So
I don't know what's going to happen. Alex May's got to make something happen in this restart.
I don't know either. We do know this much. Hunter Braxton, Mary Shelley, they will be in the chase. We know that for sure.
Zach Flickinger, probably.
It looks like
wow.
Bafode Sacco, with that restart, I think Bafode Sacco is definitely going to be safe to make the chase. So
See how they get off the corner. Alex May is going to drive it 50 feet deep.
he gets second away from Jerry Shelley, or at least almost did. Doesn't have the straightaway speed though. That's the problem.
It's
And
coming off
through
the
turn
corner.
off turn number 4, Bafode Sacco will grab win number 1 on the season.
Sky Commons from a lap down comes to third.
Yeah, as a dead heat to the 100th. I mean, with Alex May. How about a dead heat for second?
It's actually a tie. Can we see that replay again?
It was literally a tie for second.
Can the 8 get DQ'd so we can have that as the finish? Wow, that's actually really a dead heat. Wow, they actually, well, that's a dead heat. That's dead tie.
Maybe that should be the thumbnail.
Yeah, poor Basako.
So, yeah, dead heat for second. Wow. Top 10 today: Bafode Sacco, Alex May, Sky Commons, Jerry Shelley, Jessica Shelton, Mohamed Zainabdullah, Alger Baranowskis, PJ Williams, Preston Plord, and Tim Randolph. And I just realized something. It is a good thing that Jessica Shelton decided that she was wanting us to have a chase for this series.
Yeah, because it'd be over 500 points.
Because she would have had over a 500-point lead. It was 500 points coming in. She finished ahead of Time Pollard easily. And
Easily.
There's no one in front of her that would have been able to make it less than 500 points.
Well, I also to know Baranowskis with 2 straight 7th place finishes.
Yeah. If you were down on this part of the grid or finishing order, and you're still watching this point, I applaud you. Because this one was. There's no words for it. Steven, your final thoughts?
It was definitely an interesting race. You couldn't script it any better with all the people at the bottom of the chase crashing out. It's been a good regular season. Bosako looks like to have some momentum, and we'll see if anybody can catch Jess. It'll be the first time anybody's been a long time a race close to Jess. Our first race is going to be at Zen Joltis, and the last time we see Zen Joltis in this series was in the truck series when he had fuel mileage. And actually, Sky Commons won that race. So Sky Commons has momentum going into that one, trying to win it. And I don't know who's going to be in the chase. I only know a few guys. So you'll see in the next part of this thumbnail who makes the chase.
Well, the next part of the video, at least. Points will be coming up right after this. And with that, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't today for more gaming and racing related content. I'm Gordon Fan201. This has been a production of the NRSL. I'll see you guys next time.
See you guys.